welcome you here this evening. This is the magic of Hill-Stead at its best, its most perfect. Gorgeous weather, great setting. We are sort of beyond grateful that we are able, with this setting, to bring art back into your lives, and especially in collaboration with other arts organizations in Hartford. This is our first dance company performance of our series. The series is running all the way as long as the weather holds, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday evenings. If you'd like to come to another performance, we have everything from music, theater, readings. We had the yo-yo guy last week. He's not coming back. A whole variety of things, film screenings. And in addition to that, we also offer the Sunken Garden Poetry Festival, which is a week from Sunday. We will have our first installment of that. And the last thing that we are delighted to offer this summer, exactly here on the grounds where you're sitting, is a series of farm-to-table dinners in partnership with Tyler Anderson of Millwright's Restaurant in Simsbury. That is part of our largest fundraiser of the year. So I'm not going to speak anymore except to thank people who have made this possible, namely our lead and presenting sponsors, which is the Greater Hartford Arts Council, the Richard Garmany Fund of the Hartford Foundation for Public Giving, and an amazing vineyard in France called Clos de Trias. Our other sponsors are listed on the back of the program. So I'm going to now introduce Sonia Plumb, the head of the company, to tell you a little bit about the dance and to wish you the most magical of evenings. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. And Anna's taller than I am, and the mic was made for me. So I am beyond thrilled that we were able to collaborate. Anna was extremely generous. When we first, the arts leaders of the many of the arts and culture organizations, when we first broke for COVID, we all got together to how can we support each other? We knew it wasn't going to be easy. I'm going to get emotional. Sorry, that's me. So Anna offered this. One of the hardest things I think has been, excuse me, I'm just like this. Dance of Da Vinci 2.0 was supposed to premiere in March, and we were shut down. The dancers had started rehearsing. It had been a 2-year process for me. I had done research in London, gone to see the original drawings that the Royal Trust holds there, met with the curator, Martin Clayton, Windsor Castle. And in that time period, I just dug deeper and deeper into Da Vinci's notebooks, which is the inspiration. Leonardo is a polymath. He's known mostly for his art and paintings. He is so much more. He's inquisitive. He's a genius, an inventor, mathematician, architect. He built war machines. And I used all of that for inspiration in the dance. And so these dancers have been, the dance community, we stopped working. These dancers haven't really worked or performed since March. So it's really a very huge deal for us as human beings, and this is our work and our life. And they'll talk more after, but they've done a fantastic job. I auditioned all of them through video, except I think one I met in person prior to all of our rehearsals. I just want to share it with you because everybody's Zooming out there. Zooming is exhausting, and especially for myself as an artist and who wants to be in space with my dancers. So I had all this choreography that thankfully I had recorded, and I'm so grateful for digital technology and my iPhone, hundreds of hours. So I was able to piece everything together and give it to them. They learned most of it away from, and on their own. but you can't do partnering, you can't do spatial awareness if you're not together in the same physical space. So we really only met about 2 weeks ago in person. We started, with our masks on and everything, and that's where we started figuring it out. And so this is a culmination. It's just beautiful. Bryan Swormstedt over there did the projections, and you'll be able to see them on the screens. Absolutely gorgeous, and he's been working on it for over a year and more, close to 2 by now. So there will be a downloadable program for you, and we will have a survey afterwards that will be emailed to you. It's very short and sweet and simple. That I hope you will fill out and look more in depth to what went into this, and I want you to enjoy it. Know that the quotes that you'll hear are all from the notebooks. They're all Leonardo's thoughts and writings. And you'll hear them in Italian often. So I'm not going to talk anymore because I think you should see it. All right, so thank you.
Come la chiarezza dell'aria nasce dall'acqua che in quella s'è resoluta e fattasi in insensibili granicoli, li quali, preso il lume del sole dell'opposita parte, rendono la chiarezza che in essa aria si dimostra, e l'azzurro che in quella apparisce nasce dalle tenebre, che dopo essa aria si nascondono. that the brightness of the air is occasioned by the water which has dissolved itself in it into imperceptible molecules. These, being lighted by the sun from the opposite side, reflect the brightness which is visible in the air, and the azure which is seen in it is caused by the darkness that is hidden beyond the air.
huge elephant has by nature what is rarely found in man, that is honesty, prudence, justice, and the observance of religion. Inasmuch as when the moon is new, these beasts go down to the rivers, and there, solemnly cleansing themselves, they bathe, and so, having saluted the planet, return into the woods. And when they are ill, being laid down, they fling up plants towards heaven, as though they would offer sacrifice. They bury their tusks when they fall out from old age. Of these 2 tusks, they use one to dig up roots for food, but they save the point of the other for fighting with. When they are taken by hunters, and when worn out by fatigue, they dig up these buried tusks and ransom themselves. These beasts always go in troops, and the oldest goes in front, the second in age remains the last, and thus they enclose the troop. Out of shame they pair only at night and secretly, nor do they then rejoin the herd, but first bathe in the river. The females do not fight as with other animals, and it is so merciful that it is most unwilling by nature ever to hurt those weaker than itself. And if it meets in the middle of its way a flock of sheep, it puts them aside with its trunk, so as not to trample them underfoot, and it never hurts anything unless when provoked. They delight in rivers and are always wandering about near them, though on account of their great weight they cannot swim. They have a horror of rats.
fuggi da questo cielo, aspro e duro schiettato gelo. Fuggi, fuggi, fuggi da questo cielo, aspro e duro schiettato gelo. Tu che il tutto in prigione leghi, e per pianto ti frangi o pieghi, perdiranno gel dell'anno. Fuggi, fuggi, fuggi da dove inverno, sulle brine a seggio eterno. Vieni, 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 leggiadre vaga, primavera d'amore sana. Vieni, 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 leggiadre vaga, primavera d'amore sana. Ora il divino che ti invita, e la terra col cielo marita, al suo raggio venga avanti, e lui trembo di me fiorente, viene sollari di zefiri. Vieni, vieni, candida, vien per via, tu del mondo sei maraviglia. Vieni, vieni, candida, vien per via, tu del mondo sei maraviglia. Tu nemica d'amore noi, noia d'anima delle gioie, messaggera per primavera, tu sei dell'anno la giovinezza, tu del mondo sei la bravizza. Nemica d'amore noi, noia d'anima delle gioie, messaggera per primavera, tu sei dell'anno la giovinezza, tu del mondo sei la bravizza.
Quattro sono le potenzie: memoria e intelletto, lascibili e concupiscibili. Le due prime sono ragionevoli e l'altre sensuali. I tre sensi, vedere, udire, odorato, sono in poca probizione. Tato e gustano, l'odorato mena conseguo il gusto nel cane e altri golosi animali. There are four powers: memory and intellect, desire and covetousness. The two first are mental and the other sensual. The three senses, sight, hearing, and smell, cannot well be prevented. Touch and taste, not at all. Smell is connected with taste in dogs and other gluttonous animals.
come il sangue che torna indietro quando il cuore si riapre, non è quello che risera le porte del cuore.
So thank you all for coming, and we are going to have a short Q&A, 10 to 15, if you would like to stay and ask the dancers questions. And so they will be out shortly. They're getting water, toweling off, and I know the bugs are starting to come out. So mosquitoes. And there they are. So yes, aren't they amazing? Yeah, they gave it. They have given it all this week. We've been rehearsing in the hot sun, following the shadows around to make sure we stay cool, putting on the sprinklers on us and all that business. So, I want them to each say who they are quickly, and I know I'm supposed to talk into the darn mic. Okay, so fine, but I want to make this efficient, Craig. So do I carry the mic around? Okay, fine. You're going to do that? Okay, fine. C. Okay, so can we just go down the line? They can say quickly who they are and maybe one fun fact. Who you are, I don't know.
Okay. Hi, I'm Andy. I'm from New Jersey and I'm a dancer in New York.
Awesome. Hi, I'm Chloe.
I am a dancer from New York City. Hi, I'm Olivia. I'm from Connecticut, but I'll be moving to New York City.
Hi, I'm Stacey, also from Connecticut, also moving to New York soon, but not with Olivia yet.
Hi, I'm Myles. I'm from Los Angeles and I live in New York.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm from Miami, Florida, and I live in New York.
Hi, my name is Yuan. I'm from Cuba and I live in New York.
Hi, I'm Evelyn. I'm from Philly, and I live in New York City.
Hi, outstanding. All right. So, do you have any questions that you would like to ask the dancers while they are here? About the piece, the work, how they did this, learned it, anything. And the thing is, I can't even see you, so I don't even know if this is going to work. Usually we do Q&As and it's in the theater and stuff like that, but you probably have to shout it out, because I can't even see any hands. So, oh man, nothing, huh? Okay. Yes. So the question is, have they partnered together before, or did they all just meet up? And actually, this is a really, really good question, because I do a ton of partnering work. So, two someones can answer. Maybe Katie JoJo, and then someone else who's very new. Olivia, great. Katie JoJo, come up. Just walk up. Yeah, I'm not dragging it over. I can't talk to you.
So JoJo and I have danced together before. We're actually engaged, so we dance a lot together. And we were in a previous company together, so we do a lot of work together. And Andy's our roommate, so we dance with him too.
Go ahead, and then I'll talk.
Yeah, for the rest of us, we just met this week. We haven't partnered or danced before. Some of us knew each other from other experiences, but we've never really partnered to this extent. So we met up about 2 weeks ago, and that was the first time we really worked together and started working together.
So I really like that question. I mean, one of the things I had to look at when I video auditioned them is, how much partnering did they do, and would they, and if they were together, like Katie and JoJo, I knew they'd be able to easily I'm sorry, Jeff. I keep walking away from it. They'd be easily, I could bring the partnering to life with, and it's not an easy skill. Partnering, it takes trust. No matter whether it's man, woman, 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 whatever, man, man. Okay, well, another question, maybe one or two, if anyone has one. Ooh, good. Yes. How did you find Greater Botswana? She read the program, thank you.
I found my way to Botswana via Katie's group. We went to the same college. We both went to Juilliard, and so 3 of her classmates went a year before me. And then she basically passed the torch on to one of her previous classmates, and I went with that classmate. So it's kind of like a lineage of people who go. I taught primary commercial model.
Explain the difference to underprivileged.
Oh, well, yeah, so we taught at the school that was predominantly, it was a magnet school, so they focused more on like math, science, English, and so it was a school who wanted to bring in arts and show them that there are different ways of having careers and you don't have to necessarily aspire to like an office job. Not saying there's anything negative to that, but there are other ways of making income, and arts aren't just something frivolous that you do in your spare time. And then we also would teach classes to the community to bring basically dance or just exercise to the community of Botswana.
Yay. All right. Yes, go ahead.
About your school size, are there particular blessings and challenges?
So are there particular challenges or blessings dancing outside versus dancing in the theater? Probably a two-part question given this, where we're at in time. But go ahead, someone who hasn't talked. Chloe, I don't know, go ahead.
I would say there were a few things that were a little bit difficult, like the ground can sometimes be uneven when we're outside in the grass, and of course the heat, but also this land is so beautiful that I think it was very inspiring to be able to come here every day.
Yeah. I've had run Sonia Plumb Dance for a long time, and I'm a big fan of outdoor and festivals. It's just another way to show dance that's not always in the formal theater setting. And I sometimes think we reach more people, and it provides creativity, an opportunity for creativity. So I think it's hugely valuable. And to be in the fresh air and with the moon and the bugs and everything else like that, no, seriously, I do like bugs, sort of. It's just magical. So I like both. Any other questions? All right, shout it and I'll repeat it.
I have a question about some of the background experiences of somebody. How did that be important?
Great. Any particulars or all of them?
Well, whoever has something good to talk about.
Okay. Background experiences. Let's go. Yay, JoJo.
Like I say, I'm from Cuba, so if you guys are somehow familiar with the history and relationship that my country has with the U.S., I think that is very interesting. So I went to school there, I got my master, and I deflected. I did my immigration 4 years ago. While I was going to college, I was already dancing professionally, and when I moved here, I really wasn't expecting to dance again. I knew how hard it was gonna be. Then, as part of my immigration process, I went to the Catholic Charities, and they relocated me in Arizona, which is a great place to teach. There's a lot of room to bring arts to the community, but there's not a lot of professional companies. So I wasn't really dancing until I was able to start teaching as a faculty member at Arizona State University. And I moved 2 years ago to New York City. I was full-time company member with Parsons Dance Company. I teach a little bit in some. I taught Julia, NYU, and I was like getting to know more of the city outside the company before quarantine happened. Recently, I just left Carson, and I'm blessed and grateful that I have the opportunity to be here with all these amazing guys.
One more person want to share something? Abby, you haven't even talked yet.
Hi, I'm Evelyn again. So I was a competitive gymnast until I was 14, and then at 15 I changed to dance. Went to school for it. Then I took 4 years off and was just working, got married, supporting my husband through his grad school, and then started dancing again 3 years ago, moved to New York, and kind of got back into it, started dancing professionally a couple years ago, and plan to keep doing it forever, so yeah. Anyone else? I'll move on to...
Any other questions? All right. So there is light. I know you will get out of here safely. I cannot thank you enough again for coming out to see these gorgeous dancers and this beautiful place. Again, everyone will receive an email with follow-up and a survey just on your experience. It will only take a few moments, and find more information on our website.